Hello everypony, my name is Blancmark, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Now in our last episode, we went around the camp in the entire structure here of Orzammar, talked to pretty much everyone that we could talk to. We met our fellow Grey Warden recruits, Daveth and Jory, as well as the most junior member of the Ferelden Grey Wardens, Alistair, and former Templar, who will be accompanying us as is tradition. Now, we are sent into the Korcari wilds, the same place that the Darkspawn are coming from, which will be here. And we are tasked with collecting 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, recover some old Grey Warden treaties that were stored there in the wilds, and also to find a certain flower to cure the injured Mabari, who is currently slowly dying of Darkspawn blood poisoning. So those are our missions as we go out there. As you can see, if you watched the previous episode, there were a bunch of graphical glitches. As you can see, there still are some. I don't know why this is a shiny surface, more like glass than sand, but other than that, it seems that most graphical glitches have been eradicated. The dogs look fairly normal-ish. This dog no longer looks like an RGB painting on a black canvas. This guy's armor actually doesn't look so weird and bright. And the quartermaster as well looks as he is supposed to. There were still some, as I can see. Oh, just a little bit of a change because we are getting close to him, and I guess the textures are a little bit different if you are far away, but that's okay. The majority of it seems to have been fixed. With a very simple fix actually, but if you don't know about it, then yeah. The fire also looks more like an actual fire than it did previously, and Duncan looks how he's supposed to as well. So I'm quite pleased with all of that. Hopefully there won't be any problems in the future. It's actually a very simple patch that I found and downloaded and used. All it simply does is increase the allowed memory for the executable of Dragon Age Origins from 2 gigabytes to 4 gigabytes, allowing it to function better on 64-bit systems, which is basically what freed up a lot of memory, and that fixed it, I guess? I don't know. Apparently to people who are very tech savvy and do this every day, you know, it's a common solution, but, you know, some of us may not be as tech savvy. So somebody actually wrote a program, a very simple executable for it, a very simple patch, in order to fix this issue. And it is not, as far as I can tell, it's not just simply for Dragon Age Origins. It could work for other software as well. So that's good to keep in mind. I will be posting the link in the description, so if you are having similar issues as this, as I did, you can find it down there. But for this video, we are going to head into the Korcari wilds. It's probably going to be another long video because this is a pretty long section, so we'll see what happens.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Alright. Well, let us head into the Korcari wilds, which is where we are now. Let us go forward and let's make another save here, just because I can. Oh, got some wolves here. Alistair? Yeah. They saw me first, so they want me.
No mercy.
Are some more over here. This might also be a good time to start using my sweep ability, which indeed was very powerful. As you can see, we are cutting down these wolves with ease. We're getting wolf pelts for them, which we can then later sell. Missionary Jogby. We have a letter from him. What does it even say? Well, perhaps we can find out in the codex. A letter to Jogby. My dear son, it pleases me that you wish to follow in my footsteps and bring the Maker's Word to the unenlightened. I wish you had chosen a less dangerous place to do so. Apologies for leaving early for the wild, son, but I wanted to set up camp and get things started. The chase didn't respect one with survival skills in the wild, so I hoped to get a grip on that before you arrived. And maybe establish an agreement with the local tribe so that we had friends when you came. When you reach the wilds, you find it difficult to navigate, so I've listed certain landmarks below. If you follow them, they will lead you to a location I've scouted out where I've left you some supplies. If you're lost, try to get back to that spot and I'll find you. The landmarks are as follows, beginning at the entrance from the wilds to the wilds from Ostagar. Look for a tree leaning on a ruined building. Pass under the fallen tree, quote-unquote, bridge. Pass a submerged tower on the right. Look towards between a high ruined arc and a mossy standing stone. Walk along the path of roots and stones and look for 2 large statues with a chest between them. There you will find our meeting point. I love you, Jogby, my son. I hope to see you soon. Your father, Rigby. Well, unfortunately, Jogby is now dead. We can find a cache that his father left, so that might be worth checking out.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Well, I mean, let's try to bandage
I have
him
bandages
up
in my
at least.
pack.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Dramatic!
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? 12? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
Yeah, Jory. Stop being such a little bitch. You wanted to join the Grey Wardens. You were happy about that, so don't chicken out now. You hear? And we're now going over here to grab this elf root, because why not? It's here, we might as well have it. This is actually not something that we can go to. You can see that on the map. So simply the hill that was here was overlooking this as we were ambushed by the wolves. Cannot even cross that, however, so yeah. We're a bit limited in where we can go, but that's okay. It does make it a little bit easier. Well, let's see. This seems to be the only way forward, so let's do so. And here we now find the wildflower that we need for the Mabari. So we've already found one very quickly, so that is good. Also, we see over here a bunch of enemies. They appear to be Darkspawn. Well, I'm not like the present.
Blasted things.
Come on. Come on. Come on, bitches. Come on. Davith, switch back to your... I don't know why you're not switched to your bow. Come on. Maybe you can do a pitting shot on one of these Hurlocks over here.
On it.
You. Oh. Wow! The two-handed Mighty Blow skill. On easy difficulty, they fall pretty fast, while we don't take as much damage, which I prefer. I know it's a bit of an easy way out, but battles later in the game will be much more brutal. Oh. I think I did that. Did I do that, or did somebody else do that? I actually moved my character, so I don't know if my character did. Well, one Genlock got decapitated, so... Alright. Over here we find another elf root.
Now's better than later.
We also have a path leading over here, so we may as well check it. More Darkspawn. How delightful. Alright. Let's do it.
I'm sorry, my quick
Like these guys are going berserk. Oh. Davith did it. Another decapitation. Kick him in the dish pan. Kick him in the balls. I think the dish pan is the balls. I doubt it. We got Rigby's field journal over here, so this must be the location. Let's take all of it. Signs of the Chastened, new codex. Let's loot these bodies. Not all bodies will
alright.
give a...
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Not all these bodies will actually
I'll
give
get on
loot. But most
Got
of
it.
them seem to. And over here we have this over here. Which admittedly doesn't really do much except for leading us back there. So we'll go and see what's over here. We see a Chastened trail sign, which we saw before. So let's follow it and let's see what happens. Let's hope we find another one soon enough. But first, these Genlocks need to go. They also try to hit us. Probably win it until the Hurlock is here, but that's okay. Now stun him, kick him in the dish. And there we go. Oh, now Alistair actually killed him. Decapitated him. Okay. These archers are annoying at first, but they really have nothing on us.
Now's better than later.
He went berserk for a second.
So you can get off my back?
That's okay. Let's see if we can find some more Chastened trail signs, which we can over here, it seems. Oh, hi. We heard them, but we didn't see them because they were stealth.
Got it.
One down!
Alright.
Alright, so over here we had another area that we could go to, but currently we're following the chasing trail signs. And here's one of those wildflowers again. I actually wonder how many I have at the moment. Just one. We have 7 vials of darkspawn blood. I doubt we're going to need that many, but we have it. So good, I guess. I don't know. My guess is that this would actually connect to that area, which it does, so alright. The location here that we can go to, where we can find a bunch of wolves.
They won't know what hit them.
Davif, maybe stay back a little bit, switch back to your bow, and use a pinning shot on this wolf that's coming. The problem with being in melee is that they will switch to their melee weapon. That's good, but not if you want to hit them and use the bow exclusively. It means that, like now, when you get in melee combat, you will be able to use a couple of skills, but they switch to melee. See, you just automatically switch to melee, which is a little annoying. I may consider not having any melee equipped on them at all. That way they will keep using their bow no matter what. There is a penalty for using a ranged weapon in melee, but in this case I think it's fine. Yep. Don't know what that was. Probably one of the items I have on me, on my person. Oh. We have an alpha wolf that we're going to stun, we're going to kill his face, we're going to full weapon sweep it.
Got it. Am I too quick for you?
Yeah, this area seems to be a little bit bugged, or like a little bit weird in its terrain. It's alright, that's fine. So Jory is now able to make his way over. Unfortunately, this alpha wolf did not really bring anything. The iron chest,
All right.
which was another letter here. Over here, we have a farewell letter to Jogby. So let's check this out. A quest-related letter to Jogby, a farewell letter to Jogby. My dear son Jogby, I fear this is the last letter I will write you. I have had difficulty finding the Chastened to bring them the Maker's Word. I have, however, seen evidence of their passing. They appear to have left this area in great haste, possibly fleeing the so-called Darkspawn, quote-unquote, that are rumored to be gathering in the wilds in ever greater numbers. I have left you a weapon and everything else I can spare my son. Spare my son. I will try to find you once I have found a safe place. I hope that you will be safe. With luck, we will meet again. If you see her, tell your mother that I love her, and take care of our family. Your loving father, Rigby. And this is Rigby's field journal to find the Chastened trail signs. We found a Chastened flat blade, a grey iron two-handed sword with a slightly more melee critical chance and 1 armor penetration. Not a bad haul, but definitely not perfect. And now if we continue following the Chastened trail signs, we may also find a specific cache of theirs, perhaps, or perhaps Chastened themselves. We'll find out. Now, this certainly looks like the way forward. So instead... Oh. We know it's not there. It's a little bit too early, but that's okay.
Later. Got it.
Clonk. Luckily, it's only 2 rogues, and they're not too big of a deal. They get the drop on you, and then they die. So it's not really a big deal. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Here we have some Darkspawn trying to finish out some wolves. Let's take care of those wolves ourselves to gain some experience. Wolves are unlikely to finish out the Darkspawn. We, however, are more than qualified. may actually turn down the audio just a little bit, as I find the music is quite overwhelming in these scenes. And the sound effects can also go down a little bit. As you can see, my health is steadily decreasing as they are all focused on me. I'm almost about to go down, so let me use a health poultice to keep my health up.
Alright, alright. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Got it.
And that's what I mean. Even on easy difficulty, I have been bombarded by all of these darkspawn, and that nearly led to my main character falling in battle. Which is not a game over, thank goodness, but you will have to be revived either with an ability or by ending the combat, and then you would have to use an injury kit, which you get an injury after every time you fall in battle, which is negative for your stats. If you get too many injuries, you're in trouble. Rigby's Last Will and Testament. New quest. New codex. Alright, let's see what this says. To whoever finds this note, this is my list, the Last Will and Testament of Rigby the missionary, proud speaker of the Maker's Word. I've come to the wilds to speak the chant, but I fear I will die here at the hands of the Darkspawn. I leave all that I came with to my wife, Jetta. Should the reader of this note feel charitable, I have buried a sealed lockbox in our camp, nestled in the Tevinter ruin, in the western reaches of the wild. It is my will that this lockbox finds my wife in Redcliffe, and that it is still sealed when she is sealed shut when it reaches her. To my wife and son, I apologize that my work has taken me from you, but I know that I die in the service to the Maker.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
And I believe we have then also the Last Will and Testament. There is a lockbox somewhere. I don't know if we've picked that up yet. Does that say I've hidden a lockbox somewhere? Oh, okay. It has buried a lockbox somewhere, so we'll need to try and find it. Alright, so we're actually making a... I can't actually move the map, very interesting. As you can see, we came from here, and then we went over here, and now this is where we have to go, around to here. But we're now exploring this one area that we haven't explored yet, so we may as well do that before we continue.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
Grab another elf root here. Didn't we already find that particular trail sign? I think we did. Well, we can just go around again and get up there onto that ledge. It's a little bit of a walk, but it's okay. Darkspawn Greatsword.
Got it.
A small shield. An iron ring. And a Chastened trail sign. Beep boop boop. Okay. And that leaves us with, let's see, we have found several chasing trail signs over here, and we've found a few more. I think we found 3 so far, and 1 is not on the map. I find that curious. Let's see if we can add that one to the map.
Got it.
There we go, the hidden cache. Back at camp. You find Rigby's secret cache is a lockbox sealed with wax. I'll take it and I won't open it as per request. Though whatever's in there is likely not to be very valuable. More sentimental value than anything else, I would say, even if it is a little bit of money, and we'll be making plenty of money. So I don't think we're going to need any of it. Another chastened trail sign.
What's that?
One such marker near camp underneath a tree, leaning against the ruins. I found one. Alright. Those are indeed the 2 that we found. They're actually gone now from the map, so that means we have found them. I actually forget where the others are, so we'll have to keep looking around to see if we can find them. That's where the first one was. I do know it's here somewhere, I just forgot where it was. But that's okay, we can continue. We're not quite done yet. So let's continue southwards, and then hopefully we'll come across it along the way. So I'm keeping my tab pressed so I can keep my eyes out should I find it in the meantime. That brings us back to the wolves, and I think we can safely say that it's not there. Hello. How are you? Oh, there it is. With more darkspawn on the way. Aha. Well. Come on, bitch. Oh. Hi. Stabbed. Jory, are you okay? Oh, come on. Ooh. Well, we gotta be a little bit careful here. Oh, yeah,
I see a trap.
Yeah, my bad. Stay alive, guys. Just momentarily have Alistair bring a lesser health poultice. Oh, traps. Disarming traps does give experience, so
Got it.
should definitely do that. Got a dead soldier here with a pouch of ashes and an excerpt from local myths and legends. alongside a Hurlock archer. The emissary over here is actually a mage, so they are quite dangerous, in fact. Luckily, they didn't seem to be doing too much damage, so that's okay. I don't know why this string is here. It's probably an arrow that it was shooting and missed. Over here, we seem to have found the chase in cache. Ladder, back, up, and we took care of more rogues that like to ambush us from stealth. An elf root and another wildflower in case you missed it. Also, the chase-in cache is right here, hidden in this tree trunk. Which has a steel barbarian mace, an iron chase-in crusher, and has a -5 attack, but more melee critical chance. A wild's bow made of yew, which is a tier 3 bow. That's insane. Thane helmet, chase-in robes, and a couple of valuable, what would you call them? You know, I'm blanking on the word. Gems. There we go. What? I blanked on the word gems. I don't know why, but alright, fine. I can actually use it because my dexterity is good enough. Nice. So that also means then I could give him, he already has the longbow, so I was like, yeah, no, that's fine. Alright. Cool. Now let's see. We also found a pinch of ashes here, torn from a book on local myths and legends. The Korcari wilds are rife with legends and myths that have amazed and confounded scholars since the fall of Ostagar in ancient times. One such mystery lies behind the tale of Astia and Nebanar, two young lovers who lived in Ostagar. The legend says that Astia grew up in the company of Gazaraf, a spirit of the earth bound to an overhang on the bank of a lake in the Korcari wilds. Gazaraf began to fancy her, and they spent much of their days together talking and laughing. Over the years, however, Astia became a woman, and they began to seek the company of men. When Astia met Nebanar, the two fell in love, and Astia hoped to bring her lover to see her spirit friend, but the spirit, angered and jealous, bade her be gone. Gazaref told her that she would never see it again until she brought her lover's ashes and sprinkled them over her spot. Astia was horrified, and she fled from the enraged spirit. But she began to miss Gazaref, and on the day Nebanar asked her to marry him, she cut her beloved's throat, burned him, and brought the ashes to Gazaref, knowing that their marriage would forever sever her ties to her dear spirit friend. There are legends among the Chasing that Gazaref still haunts that lake, and that those who sprinkle the ashes of the deceased over the right spot can summon the spirit. In memory of the contract with its beloved Astia, Gazaref will grant a single wish and then vanish, never to be heard from again. A note is scribbled in the margin beneath the page. Marcus, I think this is real. If you take the ashes I gave you and scatter them over a pile of rocks on the overhang overlooking that half-sunken Tevinterdome, maybe Gazaref will appear and give you a wish. If the battle takes you there, I think it's worth a try. Well, you can see that that didn't really work out for these soldiers. Didn't really work out for them, which also means they probably did not get to try that. However, there's nothing stopping us from trying it. But first, let's level up. With 2 points of dexterity and 1 point of cunning, we're good to go. I can now also add another improved combat training to increase increase the amount of skills that we can use, or do expert coercion to make it even easier in conversation. We also have improved tools, so we can lockpick more, lockpick more complicated locks and disarm more complicated traps. Very useful skill to have for any rogue, really.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
You can see a pile of stones covered in a fine layer of dust and ash. Sprinkle more ash on the pile of stones. Gazaref, I would like my wish now. Thank you very much.
Who summons Gazaref from slumber?
Well, it turns out the Gazaraf is actually real.
Now's better than later.
I don't know why my character's just walking. But apparently he's also hostile and he's trying to kill us. Let us use Alistair's shield pump. Oh, and he got pushed over instead, so his move is cancelled. Very fun. Uh-huh. And then a pinning shot on him, and Sunder Arms. Bomb. Oh. There's a pile of rags here that remains of Gazaraf. We got a potent health poultice from that and the grey iron chainmail. And a pile of rags that we can then have as the Enchanter's Footing as well. Huh. Well, not exactly what we wanted. We got some loot out of it and a bit of XP, but honestly, that could have been better. A little bit disappointed with that quote-unquote reward, but, you know, it's not the wish we were looking for, but at least we uncovered the truth behind Gazaraf and ensured that nobody else will be dying to this myth, which actually turns out to be not a myth. Yep, as you can see, we now crossed all of this, and we are now currently, well, there's nothing we can do down here, actually. There's no way to go there, so let's go here. We were just up there, we entered over there, we were just up there, and now we have to go here. Again, the game autosaves, which means something is coming. More likely than not. Another wildflower. They did say they were quite numerous, and they were, and I believe that is the case. You often see these kind of fleshy chunks and bones and stuff near Darkspawn stuff. I don't know why, but that is apparently their aesthetic. Here we have a Hurlock Alpha, which is the boss of this bunch. It's a little bit tougher, but as you can see, it falls pretty much just as easily. We have an enchanted dagger made of grey iron, but with a +4 to attack, which we may actually use to replace our shitty dagger made of regular iron. We have another chainmail over here. I don't know why my character's walking like that. It's kind of annoying. I believe it's because I moved her as she was. There we go. I moved her as she was still in battle mode, so the animations get a little bit messed up. But it's nothing serious. A simple blade sweep fixed it. And we pick up this death fruit just because we can. And over here we have the Wardens cache. Not a whole lot left of this outpost, but the box does seem to still be there, although it seems to be crushed or damaged, and we don't know if they're actually still there. So let's have a look. Oop, doesn't seem to be anything in there. Hello?
Well, well. What have we here? Are you a vulture, I wonder? A scavenger, poking amidst a corpse whose bones were long since cleaned? Or merely an intruder, come into these darkspawn-filled wilds of mine in search of easy prey? What say you, Scavenger or intruder?
I would first know who you are and where you came from.
You are the intruder here. I believe the first question is rightfully mine. I have watched your progress for some time. Where do they go, I wondered. Why are they here? And now you disturb ashes none have touched for so long. Why is that?
Don't answer her. She looks chastened, and that means others may be nearby.
Oh, you fear barbarians will swoop down upon you.
Yes, swooping is bad.
She's a witch of the wild, she is. She'll turn us into toads.
Witch of the Wilds. Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? You there, dwarf. You have nothing to fear from any witch. Tell me your name, and I shall tell you mine. Let us be civilized.
All right. I am Kalana. A pleasure to meet you.
Now that is a proper civil greeting, even here in the wilds. You may call me Morrigan. Shall I guess your purpose? You sought something in that chest? Something that is here no longer?
Here no longer. You stole them, didn't you? You're some kind of sneaky witch thief.
How very eloquent. How does one steal from dead men?
Quite easily, it seems. Those documents are Grey Warden property, and I suggest you return them.
I will not, for 'twas not I who removed them. Invoke a name that means nothing here any longer if you wish. I am not threatened.
All right. Then who removed them?
'Twas my mother, in fact.
Can you take us to her?
There is a sensible request. I like you.
I'd be careful. First it's, I like you, but then zap. Frog time.
She'll put us all in the pot, she will. Just you watch.
If the pot's warmer than this forest, it'd be a nice change.
Follow me then, if it pleases you.
Yes, I would like my treaties back, so yes.
Greetings, Mother. I bring before you 4 Grey Wardens who...
I see them, girl. Much as I expected.
Are we supposed to believe you were expecting us?
You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Shut one's eyes tight or open one's arms wide. Either way, one's a fool.
She's a witch, I tell you. We shouldn't be talking to her.
Quiet, Davith. If she's really a witch, do you want to make her mad?
There is a smart lad. Sadly irrelevant to the larger scheme of things, but it is not I who decides. Believe what you will. And what of you? Does your dwarven mind give you a different viewpoint? What do you believe?
Well, it appears we have met Morrigan's mother. And with that, I would like to point out that she is voiced by none other than Kate Mulgrew, who some of you may know as Captain Catherine Janeway of the starship USS Voyager. As well as the, I don't know her name, but as well as the cat from the show Infinity Train, and a plethora of other things. Whereas Morrigan herself back there is voiced by Claudia Black, and Alistair is voiced by Steve Valentine. And with that, I'm not sure what to believe.
A statement that possesses more wisdom than it implies. Be always aware. Or is it oblivious? I can never remember. So much about you is uncertain, and yet I believe. Do I? Why, it seems I do.
So this is a dreaded witch of the wilds.
Witch of the Wilds, huh? Morrigan must have told you that. She fancies such tales, though she would never admit it. Oh, how she dances under the moon.
They did not come to listen to your wild tales, Mother.
True, they came for their treaties, yes? And before you begin barking, your precious seal wore off long ago. I have protected these.
You... Oh, you protected them.
And why not? Take them to your Grey Wardens and tell them this Blight's threat is greater than they realize.
Thank you for returning them.
Such manners. Always in the last place you look. Like stockings. Oh, do not mind me. You have what you came for.
Time for you to go, then.
Do not be ridiculous, girl. These are your guests.
Oh, very well. I will show you out of the woods. Follow me.
And with that, we are immediately ushered back into Ostagar at night, and I don't think we're allowed to go back into the Korcari Wilds. So I'm glad we did everything we could back then. So we're going to make another save here with Ostagar at night, and we're going to continue. We have a sick Mabari here that we're going to give this flower to.
The Mabari's stable for now, but not improving. Unless I get that herb I told you about, there's not much hope.
Was this the flower you're looking for?
Let me see. Yeah, that's exactly it. Wonderful. Give me a moment and I'll make this into an ointment.
Alright, I'll be here.
He looks better already. I'm sure he'd thank you himself if he could.
How long before there's an improvement?
Maybe 2. There's enough ointment for him to make a full recovery. Why not come back after the battle? Perhaps we can see about imprinting him on you.
You think that's possible?
Maybe. It's likely he understands you're responsible for curing him. Mabari are at least as smart as your average tax collector. Come back after the battle and just... well, take another look.
Alright, sure. I'll do that. Can we actually interact with the doggo now? No, we cannot. Come on, guys. Let's leave the doggo alone. Now that there's no more tranquil here, we can actually open this chest now, which has quite a few interesting things. Very well.
Hello again. Is there something you need? So long.
Alright. So, let's see what we got. A Darkspawn Greysword. I don't like Darkspawn stuff. A Dukan Mace, Chastened Crusher. No thank you. Short bow made out of ash. Could be useful. Fire bolts and fire arrows. Just additional damage. A small flawed Spirit Crystal. And a Darkspawn Staff. I usually don't use Darkspawn stuff anyway because they kinda suck. And all of this stuff here as well. We'll just keep this for now because I don't know. We have a Mud Idol and an Iron Ring. Iron Ring we may be able to do something with. I don't even know. Currently I'm not in much of a rush to go sell things, so I think we're good for now.
Hello again. Is there something?
Let's see if he has anything here. Yeah, he does. We have enough silver in order to get all of these lesser health poultices. 3 lesser injury kits, which we also have enough for. 2 Mabari crunches, which we also have enough for. We have small grease trap plants, acid flask recipe, recipe. Corruptor agent, large claw trap plans. We have lyrium dust. We have all kinds of materials that we can purchase from him. And another backpack. I thought we already bought one, but I guess he has another one now. Distillation agent, corruptor agent, and lyrium potions. Currently we don't have a load of those. Those are lesser lyrium potions, however, let me see how many we can actually buy. It will cost us all about 30 silver, which we do have, and we'll gladly do that. Emptying his inventory as far as potions and stuff goes, and now we only have, we bought all of his plans.
Hello again. Is there something?
And let's see if he has any more. I don't think so. We've got a double baked Mabari Crunch. Full-blown health poultices, which we'll buy 1 of. I think the rest is fine. We don't need the rest. Yeah. Let's quickly have a look at our quest thing. We have Ostagar, the Tainted Blood, and the Warden's Cache. And we have the last will entry. You found the cache, and now you need to deliver it to Jetta in Redcliffe to complete his last wish. And with that, we are going to go see Duncan because it's because we have completed our trip in our trip to the Korcari Wilds. We did everything we had to, so now it's time to begin the ritual.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
Not that it was easy, but yes.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Maybe we should tell you about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Now will you tell us what this ritual is
I
about?
will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
You're saying this ritual can kill us?
As could any darkspawn you might face in battle. You would not have been chosen, however, if I did not think you had a chance to survive.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
Alright. I'm curious myself. I
The
arrived
more I hear
fashionably
about
late.
this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down, there's nothing we can do about it now.
I only know that my wife is in Highover with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
Make a good point.
You saw those Darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
I
Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the Darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining.
Alright.
The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Huh. Those who survive?
Not all who drink the blood will survive, and those who do are forever changed. This is why the joining is a secret. It is the price we pay. We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Bottoms up.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No! You ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry.
That seems a bit extreme, but...
But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Am I?
finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths.
Ugh.
In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Ugh. Nothing you said prepared me for that.
Such is what it takes to be a Grey Warden.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the king.
What kind of meeting?
The king is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
Well, apparently, we have just completed a joining and we are now still alive and a Grey Warden. I guess the king is over there. We can also level up, in which we will add a few points to this. And we also have an option to add to this as well. We can add a deadly strike, make a swift strike in a vulnerable area, target dealing normal damage, gaining a bonus to armor penetration. We got some combat movement, granting wider flanking angle that makes backstabs easier to achieve. Sounds good to me. That's a passive. We can also have dual striking, which is a sustained mode, in which we cannot inflict crits, but we will do more damage. Currently, not really what we want right now. I believe the deadly strike is also not super useful. Combat movement might be nice, but currently it's not very... We'll just do dual striking. I don't think I'm going to be using it a whole lot, but it is something, I suppose. Oh, we actually have something that oh, we have another one, actually. Oh, well. We need improved combat training for that. We don't have that. Well, in that case, we'll pick combat movement. And, yeah. That we're going to save here in Ostakar after the joinings. And sadly, Sir Davov and Sir Jory are both dead. Davov did not survive the drinking of the blood, and Sir Jory was, for some reason, killed by Duncan because he didn't want to do it. Personally, I find it a little bit of an extreme way of saying, no, you can't back out, but I guess if he's allowed to leave, then he will basically tell everyone, and, you know, the Grey Wardens won't have any recruits anymore because this is what is needed. So, I could see it, but I still think it's a bit extreme. However, it is what it is, and we are the only survivors, so currently, together with Alistair and Duncan and a couple of others apparently, we now have at least one extra Grey Warden to add to the ranks for the upcoming battle with the Darkspawn. But all of that will have to wait. The meeting here will also have to wait. As I am going to end the video here, so thank you everybody for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. I should go and talk to the king.